Breakfast on a cruise ship is free, but most passengers stand in the same long line every morning in front of the same crowded buffet and have no idea about the 30 best options the ship has to offer. Today, I am changing that. Like and subscribe for honest cruise tips every time. Secret number 1. The main dining room serves breakfast every morning, and most passengers never use it. The buffet is the most visible option, but on almost every major cruise ship, the main dining room is open for breakfast on sea days. Table service, quiet atmosphere, the same quality as dinner, and a fraction of the buffet crowd. Secret number 2. The main dining room opens earlier than most passengers think. Check the daily program every morning before you rely on memory. Opening times shift between sea days and port days, and arriving 5 minutes before opening means first table, full service, zero wait. Secret number 3. The back of the buffet is almost always less crowded than the front. Most passengers move on instinct. They walk through the nearest entrance, see a line, and join it. The back section of the buffet, which on almost every ship carries an identical spread to the front, is regularly operating at half capacity or less. Before you pick up a plate, walk the complete loop of the buffet area once. It takes 90 seconds. It changes where you end up standing for the next 20 minutes. Secret number 4. The freshest pastries come out between 7 and 8 in the morning. On most ships, the ship's baker works overnight and in the early morning, and the first batches land on the buffet in a narrow window. The croissant you find after 9 is the same croissant, 2 hours older. Secret number 5. The omelette station is faster when you know exactly what you want before you arrive. Passengers who pause at the station to decide what to put in their omelette slow the entire operation. Arriving with a clear order, 3 eggs, spinach, feta, no salt, gets your omelette in under 3 minutes. Secret number 6. Fresh squeezed orange juice is available on many ships, but not always displayed. On some ships, it sits in plain sight. On others, it requires a direct request. The simple question, "Is there fresh squeezed orange juice?" costs nothing and gets a positive answer on a surprisingly high number of ships. Secret number 7. The buffet always has a quiet corner, and finding it is a one-time investment. Almost every buffet area on a modern cruise ship has at least one less traveled zone, typically near a window line, at a side section, or near a partition that most passengers do not walk past. These seats are harder to find because they require a deliberate search, but they are less occupied, often beside windows, and frequently offer the best unobstructed views of the sea. The habit is simple. Before sitting, walk through the entire room once. On the first morning, it takes effort. By the second morning, it takes seconds. Secret number 8. On port days, the buffet is emptier, but the timing shifts. When many passengers want to disembark early, the buffet is more crowded at 6 a.m. than usual. Waiting until after 8 on a port day means significantly less congestion than the early excursion rush. Secret number 9. Smoked salmon does not appear every day and not at every station. On most cruise ships, smoked salmon is a recurring breakfast feature, but not daily and only during certain hours. Coming early and actively looking for it works. Coming at 9:30 usually does not. Secret number 10. Balcony room service breakfast is cheaper when you choose simple. On many ships, basic room service breakfast packages, coffee, croissant, fruit plate, are either free or carry a small charge. A full hot breakfast via room service costs significantly more. The choice makes all the difference. Stay with me, the next secrets cover coffee quality, waiter memory, and a table trick that almost nobody uses. Subscribe now if you have not already. Secret number 11. Specialty coffee is not the same as buffet coffee. The drip coffee at the buffet is functional on most ships. The ship's coffee bars serve significantly better quality with real espresso machines. Some packages include specialty coffee. Those without a package pay $4 to $7 per drink. But a latte at a quiet cafe table is a different experience entirely. Secret number 12. The breakfast waiter in the main dining room remembers regular guests and uses that memory in ways that change the experience. Coming back to the same section multiple mornings means the waiter learns how you take your coffee by the second or third day, whether you prefer toast or rolls, how you like your eggs. By the third morning, a good breakfast waiter is anticipating what you want before you sit down. No land restaurant delivers this without a significant price premium. On a cruise ship, it is included. Secret number 13. Eggs Benedict is not always on the printed menu, but it is almost always available. If you want Eggs Benedict or a similar egg preparation and do not see it on the card, ask your waiter. Most ships' kitchens are equipped for it, and the cook prepares it on request. Secret number 14. The cheese plate appears at breakfast, but only early. On many European-focused cruise lines, there is a breakfast cheese selection that echoes the continental breakfast tradition. It is not prominently displayed, it goes quickly, and it is not refilled. Early arrivals find it. Those coming after 9 do not. Secret number 15. Children's menu items can be ordered by adults, at breakfast too. Simple, lighter breakfast options from the children's menu are available on request for adult guests. Useful after several heavy meals when something simpler would be genuinely more enjoyable. Secret number 16. Embarkation day breakfast is the most chaotic of the entire trip. Thousands of passengers board within a few hours, many hungry from travel, and everyone discovers the buffet simultaneously. Boarding early and eating immediately avoids the afternoon crush. Waiting until the embarkation afternoon means the densest crowd of the entire sailing. Secret number 17. The pool deck sometimes offers its own informal breakfast. Many ships serve breakfast wraps, filled rolls, or similar items at the pool deck bar during the early morning hours. It is rarely in the daily program and is not an officially advertised offering, but it exists on many ships during the first morning hours. Secret number 18. The late breakfast between 10 and 11 is the quietest on the entire ship. Those without an early excursion discover the calmest buffet of the trip between 10 and 11 a.m. The early risers are already at lunch. The late risers are still coming. The room is nearly yours. Secret number 19. Tea on board is often better than coffee. On European-focused sailings and British or Australian lines, the tea selection is excellent. Fruit teas, herbal teas, quality black tea. The buffet coffee is functional. The tea is often a genuine pleasure. Secret number 20. The chef's breakfast recommendation is not on the menu. In the main dining room, there is occasionally a daily feature or signature dish not listed on the standard card. Ask your waiter directly, what does the chef recommend this morning? The answer is rarely disappointing. Secret number 21. Fresh fruit is at its best in the early morning. Cut fruit on the buffet dries out and becomes less vibrant as the morning progresses. Coming at 7 or 7:30 means the selection at its best. Coming at 10 means the same pieces, 2 to 3 hours older. Secret number 22. The main dining room breakfast menu often features subtle regional touches based on the current port of call. Caribbean routes bring tropical fruit preparations and local flavor pairings. Mediterranean routes bring regional pastries or a familiar preparation adapted to the destination. None of this is heavily advertised or flagged on the printed menu. It is simply there for the guests who look closely and ask. Secret number 23. Room service coffee arrives more reliably when ordered 30 minutes earlier than you actually want it. On a busy ship with many simultaneous morning orders, room service has natural delays. Ordering for 7:30 when you want coffee at 8 significantly improves on-time delivery. Secret number 24. Skipping the tray changes the entire buffet experience. Passengers who pick up a tray at the start and carry it between stations consistently end up with too much food, spent too long at the station, and made reactive rather than deliberate choices. Walking the complete buffet without a tray first, just looking at what is available, what looks fresh, what you actually want, and then making one focused round to collect what you chose, means eating better food, less of it, and sitting down more calmly. The tray makes the buffet into a collection exercise. Going without one makes it into a decision. Secret number 25. Solo dining in the main dining room at breakfast is perfectly normal. Many solo travelers avoid the main dining room, thinking they will feel conspicuous, alone at a table. In practice, solo guests at breakfast are regularly seated at small tables for one, or kindly asked if they prefer company. Both are completely normal and welcomed. Secret number 26. Breakfast items can be packed for a shore excursion. On many cruise ships, it is possible to ask the breakfast service for a to-go package, 1 or 2 filled rolls, some fruit, wrapped for the day. It is not an official service on every ship, but it is always worth asking politely, particularly useful on early port days. Secret number 27. The window table at the buffet is in high demand and free if you arrive early. Almost every buffet area on a large cruise ship has window seats with views. These are occupied within minutes of opening and stay that way until closing. Coming at 7 means open choice. Coming at 8:30 means sitting inside. Secret number 28. The previous day's waiter remembers preferences if you ask them to note it. If you are eating in the main dining room and have a specific preference, no salt, always decaf, always dark bread, mention it on the first visit and ask for it to be noted. Most waiters do this gladly, and it is honored from the next morning onward. Secret number 29. Starting from the side of the buffet is almost always faster than starting from the front. Almost every passenger begins at the same physical point, the tray and plate station at the primary entrance, and then follows the crowd in the same direction. Going directly to the less frequented midsections of the buffet immediately means shorter distances and considerably less crowding. The endpoints of the buffet layout, cold items, cheese, breads, pastries, are almost always operating at a fraction of the density of the hot breakfast and egg station area at the front. Secret number 30 is the one most passengers figure out on day 6 and miss on the last day. It is the morning when you stop treating breakfast as a routine and start experiencing it as something worth being present for. The quiet main dining room with ocean views. The coffee that is waiting at a small table because the waiter knows you. The fresh croissant that came out of the galley at 7. No line, no rush, no noise. Just you, the sea, and 30 minutes that ask nothing of you. Those were 30 cruise breakfast secrets, from the quiet corner of the buffet that almost nobody finds, to the waiter in the main dining room who knows your coffee order before you sit down by the 3rd morning. Not one of them costs a single dollar extra. Every one of them is available to you, starting with your next breakfast on board. The best breakfast on your next cruise is waiting for you to know where it is. Like and subscribe for more honest cruise information. Safe sailing.